Yo, people, rock stars, entrepreneurs, go-getters, energy healers, coaches, leaders, thought leaders, change it leaders, everyone that's making a difference in this world, what up to you? Friday, let's fight for freedom. Yeah, let's fight for freedom. You know, most people are fighting to get just the weekend rocking and rolling, and yeah, I'm rocking out the new Beast Mode International. We're clawing at the new Beast Mode hoodie. So hey Lily, how are you, sister? So I'm excited. I always get excited when we, talk about Fridays. As when I used to have a 9-to-5 job, everyone couldn't wait to get, get the weekend off, and that's what they were fighting for. So I'm excited, people. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and it's really applicable. I get excited doing these live streams, especially about fight them. There you go, two words mixed together. Fighting for freedom. Yeah. And everything that we're doing, it is a form of freedom, that we are either moving away from something or we're moving towards something. But if you can really start to connect with not doing the activity, but connecting with why you're doing the activity and for the whole purpose, and why are we doing that? Why do we want to create an income? Why do we want to create health? Why do we want to do all these things? And you see people that you get up, from the moment you get up to the moment you go to sleep, you're creating freedom of some sort. You're either removing yourself from something and then going towards something. And all these things are so important, but you're not just doing the activity for doing the activity. You're doing it because what freedom are you creating? And when you can actually really connect with the deep source of the freedom that you're searching for, that is when your life will become magical. Because we all do certain things, it's a great idea, and getting up in the morning is a great idea, and going to the gym is a great idea, and studying is a great idea, and working on my mind's a great idea, obtaining wealth and health is a great idea. So all these things are a great idea, but the reason between the people that just do things and the people that are obsessed with things is their understanding that you are creating freedom. Yeah. So as you know, that you create money to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, having more options, more time, and then more freedom. And another thing as well, that you need to look after your health, because if you're not looking after your health, then you're not going to really have freedom to do what you want, because you're going to be looking up at the hospital bed, or you want freedom away from illness. You want a freedom away from not loving your body. You want freedom away from not having the energy to achieve. And that's what you need to look at, because a lot of people are doing a lot of activities, but really for what? For what purpose? And when we can look at and start to create and understand, I'm not just going to a job, I'm creating freedom. I'm not just looking after my body, I'm creating freedom away from, being sick, and so on and so forth. So all these things that you need to start understanding is because people get caught up with the routine. They get caught up in just doing a relationship. They get caught up with doing jobs, and some people multiple jobs. They get caught up with just waking up, and then just doing things, just doing it for the whole purpose of it. But when you understand and connect to the internal driver and how powerful, what freedom is to you, that, my friend, is when you are going to get sexy. That is when life is going to get sexy, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely healthy mind, body is the key to wealthy life. Yes, that 100%. So, and that's what it's about. Wealth gives you freedom. Yeah. My people talk about, oh, Lee, the biggest thing that I'm struggling with in life is when we talk about money. I say, don't call it money. And they go, why? Because there has been all the conditioning since you were born. There's not enough money. Money's hard to come from. Money is the root of all evil. Money. So when I talk about wealth, I talk about freedom. I talk about choice. I talk about time, power, and growth. And when I know that I am in that, and that's from the time I get up, I'm creating freedom, time, choice, power, and growth. Yeah. And how I'm doing that is I'm creating freedom either for myself, freedom from someone else. I'm creating more time for myself, obviously being able to do this. And at the same time, you do take away some time, and you're giving yourself more choice. You're giving yourself power, and you're giving yourself that understanding of that. And that is a lot more powerful, because when I was growing up and doing a 9-to-5 job and the rest of it, I really felt that you know, that there wasn't enough money. Money was hard to come by. I was doing a job that I absolutely hated. I was around people that didn't really serve me or really cared about my best interest. And there was a lot of these things that I was, you know, that I really connected that with. And it was just like, well, you know what? We need to cause this. We need to, you know, we need to transform this. We need to connect with it on a different scale. And you look at it as well. So what are you doing? Are you just going in circles, or are you creating a system? Are you creating a plan? Are you creating a structure and strategies that's going to give you that sustainable freedom in the future? And, you know, people that obviously invest, they might not see that freedom now. They invest in something, and then in the future, when it starts to tick over, it also gives them that freedom as well. You know, especially you have freedom away from toxic people that aren't serving you. You know, what are you going to keep there? You know, keep staying to that, keep banging your head against a brick wall? Or this is another thing. People aren't with these people anymore, but they will want to talk about them. They want to post about them. And I'm like, why are you doing this? That's not freedom. If you got away from this person because, you know, some ladies were saying their, you know, their ex-partner was a narcissist, you know, and they weren't great for their mental health. I'm all right, great. Then why are you still talking about it? Do you still want that? Are you still addicted from it? And you see that people have either overcome something, they've left a situation, or they've gotten over it, but they will still talk about it. They'll still post about it. You know, some people, one of these girls are my client, and she's talking about everyone, oh, I'm sick, I'm going to the hospital, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I feel like saying, be honest with you, who gives a fuck? What's the solution? You know, and this is a friend of mine, this is a client of mine. And I'm looking at, what is the point? Where is the freedom with that? Like, who cares that, you know, as long as you're not dying, go and fucking call a doctor, because stop looking for attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a hospital because I've got this. Well, okay, great. Now, well, what do you want us to do? You know, so all these things come about, and this lady's just going to walk in front of the car, no worries, and you expect me to stop? I can read your mind. And some people are just crazy, especially in this part of Melbourne. You know, it's supposed to be the higher class part of Melbourne, but I think it's got the higher stupid rate. I was going to say something else. So, do you know, and why I talk about the freedom, guys, is that you need to understand that everything that you're doing and how you're moving forward and how you're growing, and so many things that, you know, you really need to start putting into perspective, is that you really need to start going deep into, are my thoughts, are my actions, is everything that I'm talking about where we're moving forward to, sorry, I just got a message there. Are my thoughts, are my actions, are my posts, are my live streams, are they creating more freedom for myself and others? You know, because it's value. You need to go, okay, if I'm opening my mouth, if I'm putting something out there, if I'm putting energy out there, is that giving someone an answer? Is that moving someone closer towards a goal? Is that giving someone information, knowledge that is empowering their life? That is a sort of freedom. You know, like I even gave that lady, you know, the way they're not expecting that. I've been, as I put my hand up, letting people in, you know, and you sort of see them, they're like, oh, because, and that's giving them a freedom. It's giving them a freedom from a judgment that, you know, people aren't going to do that. You're re-educating people, you're teaching people. Unfortunately, the world is, you know, we think we're free, but we're really not, because, you know, the way it's been set up, the way it's been created, and that, yes, you need rules, yes, you need regulations, you know, policies, because if you don't have that, then there would be, you know, there would be chaos. But what I want you to really connect with every Friday, and the reason why I say every Friday, because I know most people have jobs, is that when you're connecting with, you know, being able to create yourself that freedom, because then on the weekend you have more time for yourself to have that freedom, because you don't have a job. You'll be able to create this, you'll be able to work on yourself, you'll be able to put the things into place, and so on and so forth. So that's why, you know, I've been really strategized with these live streams. They're not just, you know, names that match up with the days. As you guys would know, if you don't, if you're just getting on, is that the way they start on Monday, people need messages of strength. Yeah, they've either had a big weekend, they've gone back to work, oh fuck my life, I hate it, and they need to do something. And Monday's messages of strength have always been fantastic. Tuesdays, if given Tuesdays is the truth, you know, giving people the injection of the truth. Hump day, Wednesday's wisdom. Everyone needs some wisdom. Let's, you know, get it in the hump day. Thursdays, we didn't hit it yesterday because we had a few things that came up, was thirst for success. You know, Thursday, thirst for success. give people success, you know, let people, and you know, today is Freedom Fighting Fridays, tomorrow is Sacrifice Saturdays. You know, what can you sacrifice on a Saturday to get you where you need to go? And then Soul Session Sunday. So, you know, they're really powerful, guys. So get on. If you know what the forecast is, you can see what, you know, what little injection of inspiration you need, and so on and so forth. So, you know, these are the things that are going to be really changing your life, guys, is understanding firstly, why are you doing it? Don't worry about the how and the what. So why are you creating freedom? Because if you start to look at everything, you are creating freedom from something. You are creating freedom of, okay, if you are creating currency, or you guys call money, you know, if you're creating that wealth, it's giving you freedom to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. It gives you more options, choices, power, and so on and so forth. It's obviously the way you use it, so use it wisely. And when you are, it's again, when you are eating the right foods, you're giving yourself freedom away from illness, sickness, disease, and you know, you're giving yourself away from procrastination. You put good foods in your body. And this is a thing that you know, I've been doing a lot of Jim Kwik. If you guys go and check out Jim Kwik, he's an amazing mindset guy. He's actually a mindset coach for the rich and famous, and I've been doing a little bit of work with him. And when I go over to the States, I'm going to actually be interviewing him, which is going to be fantastic. He's in Los Angeles, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a thing from I'll be in Vegas to interviewing him in LA, and he talks about when you're eating is information. Yeah, so when you're eating, when you have food, it's information, and you want to be eating the right food, the greatest foods, because you know the way you're going to heal yourself from disease and sickness, the quickest way is food, because that's, you know, that's what fuels us. And you know, medication is not, yes, it might help something, yes, it might smother something, but it isn't compulsory, it isn't, you know, compatible for us. And when he was talking about that, like, you know, putting Jim Kwik, yep, that's correct. It's I think it's KYICK. It's with a quick, not quick like that. It's KWICK. You'll see anyway. He's an Asian guy, really cool. And when they're talking about food is information, so you want to be making sure that you're eating high quality information, high quality food, you know, organic food, that your body has the right information to heal itself, to create energy, you know, to do whatever you need it to do. So and that's a really good way to look at it. And I found that, you know, again, having high quality food, which has a high quality information, is, just let me double check, we're right here, yep, we are, is giving you that freedom away from so many different illnesses, sicknesses, and so on and so forth. So people, one thing I will say to a lot of you, yeah, I want you to free yourself from putting your thoughts and feelings and your actions into a place or places of not getting into result, because a lot of people are spending time and energy, a lot of time and energy, money, and let's say time and energy into places, into people, into posts, into a lot of different things that aren't serving them. And then you have a look at the other areas of life, and you see and you observe if they're getting the result, and they aren't. So you actually are taking away your freedom with putting up wasted time, posts, responses, energy, rebuts, judgment, and it's really, really starting to take away your freedom. And I can see a lot of people that they come away with that, and it's really sad, because you know that you want to give someone that time, you want to give someone that energy, that knowledge, but you see people, they're just really just making silly choices, and you're taking away your freedom. You need to fight for your freedom. And I know last week that I was allowing myself to get distracted from certain things and certain people. That was my choice, and I took away my freedom, I took away my peace, I took away my focus, and it's just stupid. So that's why I say to you, every action, from the moment you get up, the moment your feet hit the floor, from the moment you go to sleep, are you creating more freedom? Are you creating that freedom to give you more knowledge, to give you more happiness, to give you more friendships, to give you more time, to give you more choices? And you know, and I really believe the most valuable resource, because it doesn't come back and you can't buy it, is time. And that's what you need to understand. And that's why, you know, I like to maximize. If I'm driving to somewhere, you know, I want to hold value to you guys. I want to be able to get on. Like, you know, obviously there won't be that many people getting on now. It's the middle of the day. Most people are at work, but then you can share it, you maximize it, and you do things like that later on during the day. You know, you go, then I've got a coaching call, then I'm going to go to the gym. So in between all my travel and the rest of that, you know, you need to be making sure that, what's this person doing? Yep, we're going straight. So, you know, we need to be making sure that we are maximizing everything that we can do, you know, getting things through, getting the ideas to everyone. And that's what we really need to understand. So what I would like to just leave you with a bit of a template is, in every area of your life, how are you creating, or what actions are you taking to give you more freedom? Yeah, it's not like, because at the end of the day, the result that you're achieving, the result that you want, if you talk about it, if you go to the nucleus of it, if you go to the very start and end of what you're doing, it is to give you more freedom. It is. It's, you know, health and fitness. What does that give you? It gives you that health. It gives you, or gets you away from illness. It gives you energy for freedom. You know, why are you wanting to create that money? Why are you wanting to create that income? It's to give you more freedom at the end of the day, to do what you want, so on and so forth. If you're looking at, you know, with relationship as well, you know, your relationship is that's giving you more freedom. That's giving you freedom so you don't feel lonely. That's giving you freedom. You know, you're having the intimacy. It's giving you freedom because you're having that, you know, you're getting your cup filled up, and so on and so forth. So all these things that come about. Look at these people. There must be a sale on. The ladies are going crazy at this sale. It must be, because it's a majority of ladies and gay men. So there you go. I think it's an OJ sale, whatever brand that is. So don't do the activity. Connect with the internal driver of what and why that activity is going to give you freedom. Because when you can connect with what and why the freedom is going to give you, that is going to ignite your true deep down core. That is going to ignite that's going to ignite you as a human being, and what is real, what is special for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So once you can connect with that of why are you doing it, you know, because sometimes people go, oh, I just said it, or I'm just doing that. But hold on a second, is that giving you more freedom, or is it taking freedom away from you? And most of the time, if you ask yourself, it's taking freedom away from you. Yeah. Let me have a look. You're on the drip. I was actually just mentioning you before, Rachel, as well. I was saying that, you know, with some of your posts you're putting up, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be going to there and that. And you know how I've told you before as well. And I said, well, look, if you're sick, go and speak to a doctor. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know, I've got this, I've got that. You know, sometimes your personalized gastro and the rest of that, you should just keep that to yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just keep that within you, because it's just like, well, at the end of the day, Rachel, what's the result that you want to get from it? You know, like that's what I was saying. You're taking that time away, that freedom. What's the end result? You know, not just talking about it. It was like, if you're not well, go to the doctors. That's going to give you that instant, you know, that instant thing. If you know, what do I do? Do I go to the doctors, or don't I? You know, you're an adult, so I rang my doctors. Good stuff. But some things I need to tell you, it takes away from your freedom. Some of the posts are just like, you know, you're wanting a response of someone, you're wanting someone to give you a hug, you're wanting someone to say, hey, you know, don't do that. But if you're sick and the rest of that, instead of putting it up on social media, send someone an inbox. Yeah. I was talking to my mum whole night. She's a nurse and midwife. Beautiful, good. That's what you need to be doing, keeping that stuff and that freedom there of how you're feeling, and then be able to move it all the time. I could be posting all my elements, but that's the point. Yeah, if you're scared, to be honest with you, if you're scared, you don't show that stuff. If you're scared, speak to your mum or speak to professionals, not having people that don't even know, or, you know, they're just giving you their opinion, because their opinion isn't going to, you know, it's not going to change your life. So those things that you're talking about, just keep up with, you know, just do the right thing that's going to give you the freedom, yeah? Because then that's where it's about. If you show this now, oh, hey guys, I'm doing this, I just vomited, or hey guys, you know, that takes away from your freedom. And I say that with love. I say that with love, because you need to have a look at is it need to be pointful or pointless at the end of the day. And, you know, you need to, yeah, you just need to sort of customize those a little bit. I'm also worried about Bob. Okay, cool. So I'll say this again. I'm not going to go in circles with you. Don't post your shit up. Go and speak to a professional. Send a message to them. If you need help, send me a message. I'll put you onto the right people. But don't post it on social media. It's like, oh my God, guys, I don't know what's happening. I'm feeling sick. Do you know what I mean? No doctor's going to get on and go, hold on a second. You're going to get unprofessionals. You're going to get people with their opinion. You know, people's opinion and their unexpertise aren't going to help you. So don't put it up. If you want to get a result straight away, you know, put it up on there, and that's going to help you with a lot of things as well, Rach, because I'm just, you know, I'm giving you the truth at the moment. You know, I'm just giving you about that. It's about you're expressing yourself to the wrong people, and when you need to be there to plug in to express yourself, you don't. So that's why I'm just giving you that the hard love, and which is the truth at the end of the day. And you'll realize that, because it's taking away from your freedom, because you're sort of having pointless conversation where you need to be moving forward. Sean, how are you, bro? Hey brother, how have you been? I finally got a job. Connecting got me out of my concentrating, got me out of my headspace. Concreting got me out of my headspace. I was in it. It's good. Awesome stuff. Well done, mate. I'll get out of it. Cool. Good stuff. All right, so that's what you always want to be focusing on, everyone. You always want to be going towards something which is going to give you that freedom. So again, don't just go to the gym. Go to the gym because it's going to give you freedom of what? Freedom away from illness, freedom away from being overweight, freedom of injury. Look at it that way, because that's going to really ignite your human spirit and propel you to where you want to be going. Then if you're talking about creating, you know, some people say a business, they do businesses, then they go, hold on a minute, I don't even have any passion in this. Is this actually giving me freedom? No, it isn't. It's taking time away. So people, and this is the thing about, do you want to just create money, or do you want, you know, if you create money or do something which won't propel you, or which isn't an interest, that actually doesn't give you freedom. You get caught up with creating another job. You get caught up with a prison, doing something which doesn't give you the fulfillment. Then what happens with that is you get caught up doing something that you don't like just for the money, but that doesn't give you freedom and it doesn't give you fulfillment. Yeah. So, you know, and that's where it's at. Push through, everyone is worthy. I'm not too sure what that means, Lily. Push through, everyone is worthy. I'm not sure what you mean with that. So, you know, a lot of the things that we're going to be growing and frozen again. No, I don't think we're frozen. We should all be rocking it. And you know, the thing that I really want everyone to understand is that, you know, people like to give opinions, people like to put quotes up, people like to always give their thoughts about stuff. But what I'm been saying is, you know, push through the challenges. Yes, 100%. But what do you mean by everyone's worthy? I don't know what you mean by that. Did I say everyone's not worthy, or what are you meaning by that? I'm not too sure. You know, and this is a thing that I want everyone to really sit with. We are all worthy of freedom. 100%. We are. That's exactly right. Everyone is worthy. So this is, I really want to go deep, and I want to go direct with everyone right now, yeah, to a lot of people that are on here and people that are going to watching it later, because where you're struggling in your lives, and this goes to some people and not, you can take it however way. I'm not talking directly to everyone, I'm talking to everyone. So what I want to say to everyone is that, why are you struggling right now in your lives? Yeah, the reason why I would say that you're struggling, because you're putting attention, you're putting thought, you're putting energy into places which aren't going to get you the result, which isn't going to give you the change, where you're just going to be going in circles. So you know, there's a lot of different things that, you know, comes into perspective, and people put opinions and people put posts and the rest of it, and then you feel like if you've struggled most of your life, you feel like that you've been scraping through. You need to be thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? You really need to start understanding that, and I'm here to be the mirror for you, because there are a lot of people putting energy into places and it's waste of time. It doesn't give you freedom. It's a waste of space, a waste of words, a waste of timing, a waste of energy, because it's people's opinion, it's people's judgment, it's people's old conditioning. You know what? That's what my coach says. He goes, look, at the end of the day, I don't care about, you know, what's happening. People doubt that they deserve. Of course people deserve. They need to do something on this. Otherwise they wouldn't be on, you know, they wouldn't be here, and that's what they really need to start to, you know, connect with. Otherwise it's going to be really silly for them. So yeah, you know what, this is where we're at, guys. I want everyone to think about, in your life, where are you putting your time, where are you putting your focus? Is it moving you towards freedom, or is it taking you away from it? Because most of the time, if you're around people that aren't helping you grow, if you aren't around, you know, people just they make stupid choices, or, you know, opinionated, or this and that, they get distracted. You have to think about, okay, hold on a second, is this giving me freedom, or is it giving, you know, or is it taken, you know, is it taken away from it? And these are the things that you need to be very mindful of. Otherwise you're just going to be going in circles, and we're not going to be getting very far. Okay, so I've got another coaching call, so I am going to make sure that I am always on time with that. It happens in 10 minutes. I'm going to go and park my machine, and I will see everybody. When will I see you all? I don't know if I'll be doing a live stream I'm going away tonight, so we'll just have to be getting that. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one to choose your thoughts and beliefs, not focusing 100%. Geez, we've got a packed house here. Well, actually, we can just park here. All right, guys, have an amazing day. I am going to park my machine. I think there's someone behind me. And if you want to know more about how to really start to create that freedom, we've got a lot of different services and structures. Yep, just come behind me, no worries. Some people don't really understand anything to do with freedom. They just, you know what I mean? I think, and this is the thing as well, if you, let me turn this off. If you're trapped inside yourself, if you don't feel free, then you're never going to be able to create freedom. And that's a really big thing as well. If you feel trapped in your life, then, you know, that's where you get stuck with a lot of things, you know, and that's where a lot of people you see that they are creating, that they're stuck with their thoughts, they're stuck with their feelings, and they're just really, you know, stuck as a person. They're never going to create that. They're always going to look for a sticky point. So thank you, Lily. Appreciate everyone being on. Have an amazing day. As I always say, and you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here listening to my big buffhead, Lee Bundy, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International, the message of strength and the truth. Have an amazing day and go and fight for that Freedom Fridays. Take care, guys.